The farmers are mad. In Poland, Germany, France, and now India. And while some details differ, common threads are running through the protests: economic pressures, regulatory concerns, and politics. I'm Dr. K, a political scientist who looks at how information is shared. And this story shows how events are rarely isolated in our interconnected world. And by following global events, people are better informed and can hold their leaders accountable. These protests highlight the challenges of a globalized agriculture sector, but they also show how local contexts and political landscapes shape specific demands and protest strategies. What do they have in common? Farmers around the world are facing rising costs, like fuel and fertilizer, meaning there's less for them at the end of a very long working day. And while some costs are rising, farmers struggle to get fair prices for what they're producing. In France, Germany, and Poland, farmers complain about environmental and other regulations they perceive as unfairly targeting agriculture. Indian farmers are protesting recent agriculture reforms that they believe threaten their livelihoods. And in all four countries, there are varying levels of administrative hurdles. In India, the world's largest democracy, elections are coming up between April and May, and protesting farmers in the capital are really wanted. There are even reports that drones were used to disperse groups of farmers that were headed to Delhi. There's also an us versus them issue, with rural communities in all four countries often feeling neglected and marginalized. The big differences are protest intensity. Indian protests have generally been more sustained and disruptive, while European protests are more episodic. There are differences in the specific grievances. French farmers oppose free trade agreements. Germans' protests focus on diesel subsidy cuts. Polish concerns about Ukrainian grain imports undercutting their prices. And Indian demands center around higher crop prices and repealing reforms.